Hey guys, so I'm going to finish up answering those questions on does my boyfriend visit me? And let's see. Okay, so the last one I ended up on was with if I was okay moving to the ranch, if would I be okay moving to a ranch, blah blah blah. All right, so that's where I ended up with. All right. Obviously, if or when you officially move in together, would you move to the ranch? I already answered that. At least that's what I'm assuming. Have you started looking at schools up there? And I haven't because I'm in a, there's the potential of moving there, but I know, I am aware of the schools. There's actually a really, really awesome one. We used to live pretty close by before I moved here, right before we got divorced. So, yeah. I would love to get remarried, but I'm terrified that I'll get divorced again and my son will be damaged from it. Sorry, a morbid question, but just wondering if I'm the only one that thinks like, absolutely not. And in fact, I will do a whole nother video about this because it's something that I think a lot about. So it's not morbid at all. I mean, I'm sure it's something that everybody thinks of. So I will do a video on that. All right. So the next one is, and I'm going to highlight it right now. Okay. Wait, where'd it go? Okay. Let's see. In my face, can you see it? Can you see like how I'm like super swollen right here? My wisdom tooth, this one is coming in and it's really bothering me. Like really bothering me. Okay. Has your boyfriend's family spent any time with the boys? And not yet. Not ready yet. Somebody asked me to talk about my musical interests. I'll maybe do that in another one. Do you see yourself eventually moving closer to your boyfriend's ranch? Maybe in time. Again, no rush. Talked about that in the last video. Would you ever consider going back to your husband for the sake of the kids? Absolutely not. No way. To be 100% honest, I do not want my kids really near him. So, no. Not at all. Hopefully one day there will be a time and a place where it is okay for them to, see him again and, be with him alone and stuff like that, but it's just not the time. And yeah, so he's done so much bad to me and the boys that there is no way. Do I think that my boyfriend is the one? I don't know. 99% of me does, but then there's that part, going back to that video I'm going to do, where I question every single thing, and I'm terrified. I'm downright terrified. So I'll do a video talking about that. Let's see, are there any other questions? I feel like I skipped. This is the one, because I accidentally, I read half of it, blah, blah, blah. All right, so I read half this question, didn't read the other half. So I just watched the film Boyhood, and it made me think about remarrying and the risks. Do you worry about what if you broke up and how it would affect your kids and whether they still have a relationship with him? I do. It worries me a lot. He loves them and they love him. So the idea of, not having that is scary just because they don't have, a solid male role model in their lives outside of my dad, who they see a few hours every other week, and then him. So it's kind of like, it's one of those things that it is scary. Now I'm going to go over to, YouTube changed on the right hand side, like where your picture is, you used to be able to just drop down to my video manager, and now you have to like do an extra step. Super duper annoying. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's any other questions that were posted in my video last week. Let's see, some Q&A. Okay. So let's find out. God, my face hurts. I have Advil from, I've tried to coupon quite a few times, and I had Advil from this. It was a fantastic deal. Like, you bought these little tubes of Advil, but there was a coupon. Okay, I ran out of space, but there was a coupon where you got more, you basically just like got money back, and I had that, and it expired, I think 3 or 4 years ago, but I never take anything, and I'm so thankful today that I have it, because I actually did end up taking some. I'm supposed to go camping this weekend. I don't know how I'm gonna hang. We'll see. Interesting. Okay, so when your ex does get married, will you meet his wife? Now, I've met his fiance, and let's see here. There's more comments, questions. Yeah, so I've met his fiance, so if they do get married, then yeah. How do you deal with rude, intrusive questions? Do you just ignore them or delete them? I just ignore them. You know, I get so many. I have so many old videos. I mean, I have like 1,500 some odd videos or something. Like, I have so many videos on my channel, and I get, yeah, I've got almost, I'm 5 shy of 1,600. So, I mean, I have so many videos on my channel that I get a lot of the older videos, like you guys for the most part, like, are pretty good, but a lot of my, like, older videos get, you know, you just get people who don't know you, and you get a lot of rude comments. I get a lot of comments, like, about my kids being in the kitchen. I get a lot of rude comments about that. But I mean, like, the ones, like, do I dress up for them in the bedroom? Like, things like that, like, whatever. I mean, honestly, so I guess some people just have more guts to ask that stuff, or really think that it's appropriate. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Were there any red flags that your ex showed during the 11 years, or was it something that you did not see coming in a million years? Did not see it coming. Would you do differently to prepare for the split if you had a chance to do it over again? I would have done it earlier. I wouldn't have held on and tried so hard for so long. But, yeah. Yep. All right. There's some really good questions that are like, you know, okay. Hey, Jen, I was wondering, are there any specific things you learned from your past relationship that you plan to do differently in your current relationship? You know, I'm going to keep that question and do another one. Here's a question that you kind of just wonder about. When's your next Victoria's Secret bra haul going to be? You know, you get stuff like that. Somebody said, how old are you? I am 29. I'll be 30 in February. Cannot hear your videos anymore. I don't know why. I talk louder. Like, I don't yell, but I talk louder, and, yeah. Okay, so there's a lot more questions, and I don't know how long this is already, because I had to restart it. Okay. I have a few questions. My mom and dad divorced this year, and I'm curious about how she must be feeling, but she isn't very expressive. How are your feelings for your boyfriend now different than your feelings from your ex at the same point in this relationship? A lot more guarded. I am a lot more cautious and concerned, worried, scared, and I don't even know if this is the right answer to the question, but those are a lot of the things that I'm feeling. I'm a lot more, I don't know. I have a lot more fears and a lot more worries because now I have the kids to think about too. It's not just me. It's not just me dating somebody. It's me and the boys dating somebody. And there's a lot more that goes into it. And the idea of divorce, like I said, it literally terrifies me. So I would say that my feelings are a lot more guarded. How are you different as a partner now? You know, I am who I am. I don't think that it's kind of the same. Obviously, there's a little bit of a difference between, like, a wife that you're living with versus, like, a girlfriend that you see a few times a week. There's differences. Though I know you don't feel you played a part in the deterioration of your marriage, are there things you hope to do differently or better next time? Be a little bit more aware of if I sense a lie, kind of trust my gut and follow it through. If I see something fishy, kind of believe it and not be like the prying, like, oh, like he's in the shower, let me check his cell phone type person. Like, I never want to be that person. But, if you get that gut feeling that something's wrong, kind of listen to it a little bit and look into it a little bit more. That's definitely something that I would do better, I would do different next time. Do you plan on having more kids? It's a hard one. It depends. It depends on the situation. I'm so overwhelmed with my current situation right now, and I'm going to do another video talking about everything that's going on in my life right now, that the idea of more kids is something that just makes me literally nauseous. Like, if I had to pick today, have more kids or get my tubes tied, I'd get my tubes tied. My boyfriend doesn't have kids, so that's not fair to him. So I'm doing a lot of, like, soul searching and trying to weather the storm just to kind of get through it and know where my head is really at with it, because he absolutely deserves to have more kids and should have more, have kids and should have kids. He doesn't have any, so yeah. Is it weird to you that you and your ex-mother-in-law are still getting along so well, or not? Does your ex-husband know, and what does he think about? I believe he knows. He's got to know. And is it weird that no, we're like besties. Like, she booked a trip to come visit us for a week next month, and I was like, I'm so excited. I love spending time with her. Her and I are like best friends. Like, we could hang out. We hang out all the time. We get along so great. She's not even like a mother-in-law type figure. It's like a really good friend who happens to be related to my kids. Like, I mean, I don't know. I love her to pieces. Love her to pieces. She's so amazing and supportive and wonderful, and we just click. And we really click. So it's not weird, but it's kind of weird. Like, when we introduce ourselves to other people and stuff and we're like together, it is a little weird. Like, yeah, like, I used to be married to her son and her son's not here, but I'm here. Like, it is a little weird, but it's not weird at the same time. Like, it just works. It just jives. All right, I'll answer one more because I'm going to run out of space because I deleted a 7-minute video and I just hit 7 minutes. Okay. Do you hope one day that your ex-husband will spend time with his sons, or do you think your sons wouldn't want to because they don't? Okay, because they don't already. I hope that one day he does spend more time with the kids. He's got to get some stuff together. He needs to get himself, together before he can do that and be, a good influence for them. Hopefully that starts turning around a little bit. I don't know. I hope that he does it sooner than later because they're starting to kind of like pick up on things, lies and him not being there and just you name it. So anyways.